What's going on, guys? Justin from Garage Metric here. Today we're doing a little unboxing. Then maybe we'll get around to an install. We'll see how that goes. Some of you may be wondering what's in the box. Others might be wondering, why is this hood on? Well, hood's on because I'm not bald. I got my head shaved. But with this LED, it's bright as shit. As for the actual part that we're unboxing, I got the Killer Bee cast inlet with the factory setup for the turbo. So the coupler next down to, I believe, 84 millimeter. Let's open the box. All right. Obviously, really nicely packaged. They always do a great job with that. Their fit and finish is usually pretty spot on also. Let's see. All right, so got a little flyer telling you to buy more of their shit. They give you a sticker, which is actually pretty sick. I think this might be the first Killer Bee part I have bought myself. And this is packaged very well. All right, we got all the fittings and plug for the cast inlet. Cast inlet is very nicely packed. It's a beautiful piece of work. Hopefully it fits as well as it looks. It should. Usually with cast, they take their time, make it worthwhile. Oh, and by the way, I got this at Subi Mods where I work. Got them in stock on the shelf if you want to pick one up. Yep, this is the correct one. This goes on there, goes to the turbo. And it also comes with the proper clamps. Got the clamp for the turbo, got the clamp for the intake, and also the clamp for the blow-off valve hose. Alright, let's clear off some of this shit. Alright, so one important note that they actually have on the bag with the fittings says you have to obviously apply the thread sealant before installing. They are properly tightened within 2 to 3 turns after finger tight, regardless of size. So obviously they don't want you to strip them out. The only thing I don't care for is this brass fitting. I'm going to go to Napa tomorrow and see if we can get something that isn't that. Let's see. These breathers are plastic, so that obviously that's why they don't want you to over torque them. Fucking just break them right off. Then we got a plug. Odds are the plug goes right there, because I think that's where the PCV valve used to go. I haven't had that for a long time. But I'm going to start tearing apart the old car and hopefully get this thing thrown in. Many, many moons later, the Killer Bee inlet is in. You might notice I have done a delete of the power steering. So this thing has been a nightmare. I'll just leave it at that. I was going to put on some TGV spacers, and then I realized that I didn't have enough clearance. So this motor's accessories are from a Forester XT. Apparently the power steering pump is different for some reason, and it was making contact. You kind of see where it was making contact. Enough contact that I decided to say fuck it, and I am taking the power steering out. I have a 27-inch stretch fit belt going direct to the alternator, so that's all set. And it cleans up quite a bit of the nightmare once I get all of that out. Well, back together, running. The main reason for this was the turbo. It's not smoking as much. Right now there's no actual catback on it. But yeah, I'm going to let it get to temp, prep the system, and go from there. Guys, I know this video is all over the place and it's been over the course of probably 4 to 6 weeks, but I just installed this aluminum exhaust that I got from my buddy Kyle over at Kinetic Motorworks. It was just taking up space over there, so figure I would find a home for it. I've had this thing for about over a year now. Plan was to put it on this car this whole time. Finally did that, and now we're going to do first startup. And you can, well, see how much it smokes still. Alright guys, same day, different wardrobe. I was very dirty and I was covered in gas because I swapped out the fuel filter. Anyways, so we are done for right now. The car is running again. I still have yet to do the IAG AOS and also the power steering delete. Next video will most likely be the power steering delete, and I'll show you what that entails. I take the pump and reservoir out. I loop the hoses. I drain the whole system, and I'm going to get kind of weird with it. So I've seen people just loop the system, leave it like that. I've heard mixed reviews. Some people use it like that all the time, whatever. What I'm doing is I'm actually going to be draining the whole entire system from power steering fluid and packing it with high temp grease. I've heard it's okay daily setup with it being high temp. It won't overheat, nothing like that. And it'll take care of my seeping issue, because some of the lines on the rack themselves are seeping. So I'm going to take those off, completely enclose the rack itself, pack it with grease. That's it. So yeah. Next video will be that. After that, I will eventually do the IAG AOS. I think the car is still smoking because I forgot to do the valve stem seals, which that's on me, whatever. If I blow this one up, there it is. I got that, which is also a 2.5 from a XT that I parted out. Completely stock motor. It ran okay. And now that I think about it, maybe the other VF37 that I took off is still good, since it's still smoking. Anyways, yeah, so to cap it all off, car runs again. Going to do some power steering stuff. Probably before I do the IAG AOS, I'm going to register the car, start driving it. Dial in the brakes, because I don't have the front rear bias figured out yet. And yeah, I got some really old gas in it. I got to put new stuff in it and just burn through it, because check engine light, misfires. It might just be bad gas. I don't know. Anyways, I'm done. I'm not working on the car the rest of the day. I showered. I'm good. I need food before I get hangry. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, that's it. Catch you later. Bye.